3. We did this one together, big time, 2-out, 2-strike magic for the offense. The Lunch Pail Gang picked up Darius Vines, who was phenomenal after that rocky first inning, and he kind of threw away the four-seam fastball until later when he got it back and went to the cutter changeup. So I got to give a tip of the cap to Travis and Cranny for kind of flipping the switch on Darius Vines and for him to calm down his first start and doing it well against this tough lineup. Really good. And we grinded this pitching staff to a nub. A Houston pitching staff that's already on fumes. We had several good at-bats that didn't exactly result in a lot of runs, but I think the baseball gods were smiling for the savage at-bat stealing something from Aaron Boone there tonight. Really, really solid stuff. And Snit pushed every single right button, and we were rewarded with a series lid-lifting win, which always feels good. In the first, Darius Vines gave up a single to Altuve, got a pitcher's best friend twin killing off the bat of Alvarez. Guillorme was positioned perfectly, and then the GPS got a little wonky, a walk, stolen base to Tucker, and then a meatball fastball first pitch ambush mode to Bregman, who laced it, and then a walk to Yainer Diaz, but then was able to get McCormick to limit the damage and end that threat. And then the Braves went to work 2 outs in the second with a ambush mode double by Travie, a walk eagle eye by Jared Kelnick, a really good piece of hitting up the middle by Guillorme, a really tough up the middle play by Jeremy Pena, who's a really good shortstop, but perfectly placed, and kind of a lazy play by Abreu, not going off the bag and trying to stretch and get that ball, which was not a possibility, and we took advantage. The infield single and then the error on Abreu and Pena for the wide throw made it 1-1, and then Ronald Acuna Jr. with one of his better at-bats of the season, 11 pitch walk. Allegretti was effectively wild, so he had a lot more strikeouts, and I would characterize that for the entire Astros pitching staff. And sometimes that's really hard, but the guys stayed in there nicely. Eagle eye walk by Ronald, ultimate, and then bases loaded, 2 outs, and Ozzie earned the Purple Heart tonight, taking a curveball off the toe for a painful RBI. Hope he's okay, because that still hurt him throughout the game, but he stuck it out and stayed in. And then, so it's 2-1, and Vines was able to pitch around a 2-out walk to Dubon in the second, getting Altuve to ground out, and then kind of cruise control, and he was able to help himself out after giving up a single to Pena in the fourth. Got a pick off, so that was huge. And then, unfortunately, couldn't get through the fifth, gave up a single to Altuve. Not a hard-hit single, just had eyes. But Snit pulled the right button, got the lefty-lefty matchup, Alvarez versus Bummer, and Bummer sawed him off. Right back to Bummer, bobbled it, but was able to get the out in that threat. And then in the sixth, Bummer gave up a soft single to Bregman. Good pitch, good piece of hitting, nothing anyone could do there. And then Pierce Johnson came in, the double play that wasn't on Yainer Diaz, but was able to get Chad McCormick swinging on the curve. McCormick had trouble with the curve, and then in the seventh, he got 2 quick outs, and then gave up a single to Dubon, and then a long battle between Altuve and Pierce Johnson unfortunately went Altuve's way with a single. Not a bad pitch at all, just again had eyes. First and second, 2 outs. AJ Minter came in, got Alvarez to pop out on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball to Guillorme, and nice job sticking with that, because there was a high big league pop up there. And then AJ Minter 1-2-3 easy breezy in the 8th with some hard outs, but outs nonetheless. And then the boys finally got rewarded for great at-bats. A leadoff walk by Hader to Duvey, pinch hitting for Kelenic, and then a wild pitch, and then Orlando Arcia pinch hit, cold off the bench, return to Cinder, RBI single, and then 4 straight singles, 0-2 single by Ronald, 0-2 single by Ozzie, a 1-0 single laced RBI single by Riley, and Matt Olson unfortunately struck out, but Big Bear got a broken bat single to extend his hitting streak to 14. When you're living right, you're living right. 5-1, and then Michael Harris II with the hustle play beat out the double play for the extra run, and it allowed us to save Raisel Iglesias. And then Jesse Chavez had to work hard, 30 pitches, but was able to put up the 0 nonetheless. Victory, baby. As always, go Braves. Champions forever. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.